What's up guys, ReptileRoad here, and in this video I want to kind of answer a question that I've been getting a lot about: why does my turtle not bask? Now, usually what I tell people is, your turtle probably is basking when you're not in the room, because, sometimes turtles can be shy. And if they know that you're around them, they may not be so prone to want to get up out of the water and bask themselves, because maybe they see you as a predator, because that's how they would be in the wild. If they feel threatened or if they feel like there's a predator around, they're obviously not going to get up out of the water. In the water, they can be hidden, they can get away from a lot of predators. From my personal experience, I have come up with ways to encourage my turtle to bask, as you see in the background. But I've come up with my own ways to try to get your turtle to bask, but there's also things that I've learned from other turtle keepers. So yeah, I guess in this video, that's kind of what I want to go over, just ways to get your turtles to bask. Sometimes your turtle not basking has to do with husbandry, as in the way you're caring for your turtle. Something to do with their environment, of which you provide for them. So if you notice that your turtle doesn't seem to be basking at all, or maybe not as much as they used to, or not as much as you think that they should, then there's some steps that you can take to encourage them to bask. The first step is check the temperature of your water. Temperatures of your water will vary depending on the type of turtle that you have. For hatchlings, the temperature of your water should be between 75 and 78 degrees, and for adults between 78 and 80 degrees. And this difference between the temperature of the water and the temperature of their basking area is what encourages them to bask. So if you check the temperature of your water and you find that the temperature of your water is higher than it should be for the recommended kind of turtle that you have, lower that temperature of the water. The whole purpose of basking is essentially to regulate their body temperature. Turtles are ectothermic, which means that they rely on the environment to regulate their body temperature. So if there's not a huge difference between the temperature of the water and the basking area, they won't get out of the water and bask. And basking is very important, not just for regulation of body temperature, but it's very important for their overall health, in particular with the health of their shell. Basking discourages shell problems. Basking prevents shell issues from occurring, like shell rot. Basking is very important for their overall health in terms of their shell. So check the temperatures of your water. Make sure that your temperatures are in the exact range that they should be for the type and age of turtle that you have. Also, make sure your turtle is not next to a vent that is pushing out air, like cold air, or next to a window that's very poorly insulated or sealed. The second thing that you should check if you think your turtle is not basking is the basking area temperatures. Obviously, these temperatures are going to vary as well, depending on what kind of turtle you have. But the general temperature of the basking area should be between 90 and 95 degrees. Now, in my case, I have an African Sideneck turtle. African Sidenecks come from Africa. So Africa is, where they're from, is a very hot, a very dry area. The temperatures there can easily reach 100 plus degrees. So I like to keep my basking area at the highest temperature, 100 degrees. I give her a large enough basking area to have a fluctuation of temperatures between 85 and 100 degrees. So as you can see here, this is my hand, which is about how big she is. So if she gets right here on this very edge, it's going to be about 85 degrees. If she gets right here, it's probably going to be about 90 to 95 degrees. If she gets directly under right here, it's 100 degrees. And up here, it's about 85, maybe 90 degrees. And how I check my temperatures of surface areas, such as a basking spot, is I use the Zoomed ReptiTherm. It's a infrared thermometer. They're the most accurate thermometers in terms of checking the temperature of surface areas. You can get some more high-tech ones that aren't Zoomed, but Zoomed I've found is one of the more accurate and one of the more affordable infrared thermometers on the market. If you find that the temperature of your water and your basking area is within the range of the type of turtle that you have, then maybe there's something wrong with your basking area. So check to make sure that your basking area is stable, so that when they get on it, when your turtle gets on the basking area, they're not going to wobble around, They're not going to fall off of it very easily. Also, make sure that it is large enough for the size of the turtle that you have or the amount of turtles that you have in one tank. Also, make sure your basking platform is easy for your turtle to get onto. It sounds like something very common sense, but a lot of these basking platforms they have on the market seem to me a little flimsy. Imagine if you were a turtle. Try to think in terms of how a turtle would feel if they got onto something that took a lot more effort than it should. So just make sure your basking area is easy for them to access. Also, make sure the basking area stays dry, even when your turtle is on it. And this kind of ties into the stability factor. If your turtle gets onto the basking platform and it dips down into the water, not only is it not stable, it's not staying dry, and it kind of defeats the whole purpose of them basking, and that might discourage them from basking. Also, if the basking area is very difficult for them to get onto, they may get on it less because it takes a lot more effort, and turtles can be lazy. We know this. Now, if you have gone through the list of things that you can do to get your turtle to bask, and they're still not basking, even with your temperatures being the correct temperature, even with your platform being easy and stable and dry and large enough for your turtle, the only thing you have left to do then is to take your turtle to the vet. And I know that can be hard financially and maybe even emotionally because you're afraid of finding out what may be wrong with your turtle. But in the end, it works out for the better, and a lot of the time, if you can work things out with your veterinarian in terms of money. So if money is an issue, you really don't need to worry about it because you can still take your turtle to the vet. Don't let oh, I don't have any money get in the way of the health of your turtle. Where there is a will, there is a way. There are also some other things that I personally have found to help encourage my turtle to bask. One of them is to put some kind of foliage on your basking platform, like maybe a fake plant or a real plant or something for them to kind of feel more secure, because after all, turtles sometimes tend to feel a little more insecure when they're out of the water. They feel more vulnerable to predators, and they may see you as a predator, especially if your turtle is still acclimating to a new environment, trying to get used to you as a new owner. They're trying to differentiate between what's a threat and what is food, which to a turtle, essentially, you're the food. Even though they don't eat you, they know that the food comes from you. Eventually, they do learn that. And before they learn that, it could be kind of stressful to us as turtle owners, you know, like your turtle not necessarily coming to you, being afraid of you. But, you know, it's just natural turtle behavior. It's exactly what they would do in the wild, and turtles are very wild at heart. So it takes them a while to get accustomed to human contact. So don't take it personally. It just takes time for your turtle to get to like you, to get to trust you. As you can see here, I put a fake plant on her, you know, in the general area of her basking platform. You can do much more elaborate things than I've done. By all means, please do so. But this is another tip that I have found that kind of works, is that having some kind of foliage or cover for them when they bask encourages them to feel more safe, a little bit less open. You know, it is transparent glass. You know, your turtle is going to feel insecure when they get out of the water because not only are they out of the water, but they can also see all around them and just see open space. So providing your turtle with some foliage, a fake plant, or something maybe more elaborate will definitely, I think, help encourage them to bask, because it's kind of more natural in some sense, because sometimes when turtles bask in the wild, they're not necessarily completely in the open. You know, there might be some leaves, there might be some other kinds of plants around them. So you could do what I did here if all of the other things didn't work. Maybe put a little fake plant and that will help. But like I said, if you go through this whole list of the things that I went over in this video and your turtle still won't bask, then I would say that the thing to do would be definitely to take your turtle to the vet, because it is of utmost importance that your turtle stay healthy. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please stay tuned for some more reptile related videos, and especially turtle videos. I like making turtle videos. There's not a lot of very good turtle information on YouTube. So yeah, if you love turtles, subscribe because I love turtles too. And I hope to see you guys in my next video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.